give up.
Want to grow? The calcium in milk helps bones grow.
Okie dokie.
Hey, you mind showing Ed to the audio booth? He's got a recording session. Thanks, big guy.
I hope Ugg can find it been so long since Ugg done one. What's your name again? Ed?
Yes, sir. With 2 D.
Early days I walked through place and know everybody name. Those days over.
Did you hit your head or something?
No, it just get crowded.
Put a shirt on, Ugg.
Nice tunic. They sell man clothes where you buy that? You coming?
There's a boy on our show who calls his piece of wood plank. What's your piece of wood's name?
Ugh, talk about timing. You're just the man we need. Could you loosen this mic stand? Bravo was in here earlier and he just tightened it. And why does he do this?
Scram, what? Oh, sorry, Scrappy.
No problem. My fault. Eustace. Scrap.
Oh, do you work here?
Scrappy! Yeah, for a while now. I've been busting my hump at this network for years. I mean, who do you think's been keeping the cartoon mystery fresh all this time? But do I get the same treatment as them? Not even close. Can I help you?
Whoa, easy there, Scooby.
My name is Scrappy, and I've been here longer than all of you. Longer than you, and you!
Oh, mama.
The problem as I see it is too many cartoons. They're the kings and queens of this network, and they know it! I put in the hours, the late nights. Where's my key to the castle?
You are here today, Scrappy?
You are a genius! How'd you figure that out?
Cartoon Network, the best place for cartoons.
Not for me! Not for me, man!
Toonami presents the only show on television where the villain is the underdog. And the hero is the baddest man in the universe.
There's no stopping him!
Dragon Ball Z, tonight at 6. Step up if you dare.
So, are you going to fight me?
Only Toonami.
On the road of life, second chances are rare.
Watch out, kid!
But for Yusuke Urameshi, fate has intervened.
This is weird.
You have all that's required to be detective of the spirit world.
That's a fancy title.
Between the world of the living and the realm of the dead, he is both champion and protector. Yu Yu Hakusho premieres Monday, March 3rd at 6.
Now die.
Only Toonami.
There's a predator on the streets of Gotham City. A predator who's dropping criminals like flies. And the Batman is set up to take the fall.
What do you want? Find out who's iced the old gang.
It's Batman! The Joker's holding all the cards, but he's not exactly playing for the full deck.
Be too careful with all those weirdos around.
When the lines between good and evil begin to blur, Gotham turns against him.
Batman, this is the police. You are under arrest. Stay in the light.
What do you mean you won't? You have to go after him.
He didn't do it. Batman does not kill.
You think you know everything about me, don't you? The Dark Knight stands alone.
This madness ends now. You just don't know when to quit, do you?
Cartoon Network presents a special Batman movie. Mask of the Phantasm. Next Friday at 5. Only Toonami.
Duel Monsters is the name of the game, and Yugi and his friends know how to play it. But there's a new player in town who is upping the ante.
Seto Kaiba.
Kaiba is taking Duel Monsters to the next level.
Maybe we could all duel together sometime. You wouldn't last 2 minutes in a duel against me.
Using the Millennium Puzzle, Yugi must fight Kaiba and his monsters.
Exodia!
The Judge Man.
Dark Magician!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Tonight at 9:30 on Cartoon Network.
The Eternal Dragon has granted a wish that could destroy the Earth. After a half-century of imprisonment, Dr. Willow is free. Only his evil brain has survived.
Who is the strongest fighter in the world?
To take over the planet, he needs the perfect vessel for his brilliant mind.
You're crazy if you think I'm gonna let you get your hands on my brain!
Your body belongs to me.
He needs the world's strongest fighter. Goku's gonna give it to him.
I know he's still alive. Even after all of that?
Go and attack the intruder.
Cartoon Network presents the exclusive premiere of a special Dragon Ball Z movie, The World's Strongest, next Friday at 4. Only Toonami.
Ninjutsu, the art of stealth and perseverance. To follow this path, one must be strong in mind, body, and spirit. Ready. But the way is treacherous. Some will succeed, some will fail. But only one will rule the school. Naruto, 1 hour premiere Saturday, September 10th at 9. No guts, no glory. Only Toonami.
See the saga that changed it all. Androids, Super Saiyans, Trunks, and Cell.
I've been waiting for this.
Earth's greatest warriors, the most savage abilities in the universe. If you slept on it, we're running it again.
Your move.
Dragon Ball Z, today at 5. Only Toonami.
Krillin, Peacekeeper.
Let's do it!
The right hand of justice.
We're here for you, Goku. Just tell us what to do and we'll do it.
In the heat of battle, there's no one better to have by your side. Dragon Ball Z, weekdays at 5:30. Full power, only Toonami.
The right to dream. There are endless possibilities stretched out before him.
You have to trust in your own power.
Whatever happens from now on, you stand firm and
face your destiny without fear, but with courage.
What awaits him down the path, he will then have to choose.
No one's gonna give you a map. You've got to walk your own path.
The children leave their homes in search of this quest.
What is thy desire?
As they search, they are always asking questions. What's out there? What's waiting for me?
Why was I made? Who made me? And what did they make me for?
Are you gonna go up into space with your old man or not? Maybe I'll never get over this. I've lived my life following my dreams, and I don't have any regrets.
You're gonna just keep running away?
Just keep running away? I'm not running.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Believe in yourself and create your own destiny. Don't fear failure.
All right. It's that time. Welcome. Ah! What's up, Levy? What's up, Sal? It's funny because I briefly remember the original cast. Like, I remember both casts, but there's like a brief moment where they had what's the name of that? Saiban? I think that's what the dubbing group was called back then. Saiban. And Vegeta Vegeta has like a nasally voice. I wish I could play the clip. See, might have to Twitch platforms to be able to do that kind of content. But the fucking original Vegeta had a nasally ass voice, and I remember specifically certain quotes that he would say that voice actor would say. I can't remember. I think it was like Chris Ayers or some shit like that. He would say, "This planet is history." Like, I remember that dub, bro. And the nigga was like, what else did he used to say? Oh, because I remember they couldn't say that you were going to go to hell. They couldn't say that they were going to kill you or nothing like that. So I remember one time Vegeta told a nigga, he was like, "Time to send you to another dimension." And I was like, what the fuck? Y'all don't even realize how like crazy Dragon Ball Z was back then because of the fact that it was dubbed. So they had to do a bunch of different other shit to try to make it kid friendly. But yeah, I just remember specifically that nigga was like, "This planet's going up in smoke." Then he was like, "I'm gonna send you to another dimension." Then of course, his atrocities on Planet Namek. This nigga was damn near committing genocide. Now, he not even damn near, he was committing genocide. Non-Saiyan. I mean, bro, they gave Piccolo a form. They gave Piccolo a movie. What more do you niggas want? Damn. Toriyama's like, damn. I gave Piccolo a form. Like, what the fuck do y'all niggas want? What do you want from me? All right, so we are doing the Prime Cup. We're going to try to knock out all of these cups. Well, maybe not in one sitting because I think it's a lot. But we are going to try to do as much as we can to unlock the Mewtwo battle. We're going to kick Mewtwo's ass. We're going to relive, like, childhood trauma. We're trauma bonding. Like... I hope you guys are having a great weekend.
It's finally underway. Pokémon Tournament Prime Cup Pokéball. Who will win it all in this wide-open, unlimited level?
The kid-friendly dubs. I mean, bro, this is the same dub that... Let's see. This is the same dub that, they didn't call it Hell. They called it HFIL, Home for Infinity Losers. They even had it on the shirt. I remember this dub. Like, I remember it so fucking vividly, bro. They used to fucking, like, edit shit, and it would look like goofy. Like even as a kid, you could tell it was edited. I remember when they were dubbing Dragon Ball, like not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball. I remember because you remember it was in the 80s and obviously Kid Goku, so you know they had nudity and shit like that. I remember for the fucking Toonami version, they had edited. There was a scene where Goku's like ass naked and he's like, you know how Goku is, he's like fishing and shit, and he's naked. His shit hanging. And I remember they edited, like I think he was like going to like piss or something. And what they did was they fucking edited in like water instead of like where his thing would be. They put water there, and then I remember like when he went to go piss, they like edited in the bush, and you could see the fucking bush moving. And I remember being like, what the the fucking bush is moving. Like I even as a kid, I was like, wait a minute, are you trying to trick me? Like, yeah. I remember like knowing that there was some fuck shit going on back then, bro. Caterpie. The hell?
There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon.
Some random guy is freeze. I think they got, I mean, they obviously only went up to like the Namek saga, like early Namek. But yeah, I remember both dubs. And obviously when we got the current dub, you know, a lot of those guys that, you know, are still doing it today, just legendary. That's the shit that I grew up on. I mean, obviously I remember the first dub, but traditionally I do remember, you know, the one that we've all grown up on. And even that first dub of it, even that first fucking dub of it was like good in the sense that it was like, I know that it was rough around the edges. Like if you go back and watch it now, it was rough around the edges, that Funimation dub. And of course nowadays it's more faithful, but it's like, I don't know, bro. The voice, like it wasn't that fucking bad. I mean, okay, maybe, you know, at some points it was a little like hammed up, but like it had some great moments too. Like the moment where fucking Piccolo had to tell Goku, had to convince him that, tell this nigga like, you just sent your son to die. He doesn't want to, oh wow, shiny Poliwag. He doesn't want to fight like you against Cell. And then Goku had that realization like, holy shit. Like, I mean, the Funimation dub has had some great moments even back then. Like now it's like the standard for like the dub. Like it's great. It's amazing nowadays. Like it's literally on par with the sub. But back then, I mean, even then it was like, it was good. That's where we have all of these legendary moments. Still remember some of those first dub moments. Oh man. The Boo arc where Vegeta was fucking where Vegeta had to admit that, you know, Goku was the best for that moment. The shit where Vegeta sacrificed himself against Majin Buu, that was pretty good too. His conversation with Piccolo, I remember being a memorable one. Because he asked Piccolo, he says, like, you know, when I die, am I going to get to keep my body like Goku? And Piccolo straight up was like, nigga, you killed a lot of people in your life. Actually, didn't you just fucking kill people like 30 minutes ago? Like, I'm like literally in Dragon Ball Z terms, the Buu saga is taking place in like the span of a day, nigga. Like, so, no, you're not going to keep your fucking body. Oh, well, that's too bad. All right, Kamikaze, like, it was just, you know, it was good stuff. I don't even remember doing any of the cups as a kid. There's 8? Oh, I have to get like all of, I'm fucking stupid. I have to get all of the fucking badges. And then I think I also have to like actually go through, so all the way to master. So this, I mean, this is like a grind. The fuck? This is a fucking grind. What have I done? Where's my hearing just? I mean, Cubo, you could use Dig or Psychic, right? Like I mean, shit. As far as attacks go, it's not like he has any option. Like I fucking made this move set. The dub where Goku's like, if there's a way to win, I'm gonna find it. He sounds like a teenager from Republican. Ugh, bro. Bro, but those cheesy lines are why I remember it so fondly. It's those cheesy ass fucking lines. That's exactly why I would remember it so fondly. Oh fuck, please don't paralyze me. He did not paralyze me. Dabber, you based.
There's a big difference in HP.
There sure is. Ah! No, you are driving. Oh, that's fucked up. How they made Pikachu had those like eyes, little sad eyes before you kill it. Right. Can I have the gym leader castle music back, please? Thank you. Why would you send out Mankey? I feel like, can I mix it up? Nah, you know what? This is Stadium. Let me not be stupid. I'm going to fuck around and use, like, Reflector Recover, and then this nigga's Mankey's going to, like, use Brick Break? Not even a Gen 1. Or was it? Hey, until I get to Master Ball, then I'll be really ripping my hair out. They made Pikachu sad. N64 era Pikachu was the best Pikachu because it was still the original design, Fat Pikachu. I think everybody, like, I don't know how people really feel about Pikachu's design nowadays, but I just think it's so, like, homogenized, almost like Mickey Mouse. And maybe it is nostalgia goggles, but I feel like Fat Pikachu was like the best design. It was just better, you know. And then if you look at the original Sugimori art, Pikachu had like a little underbelly. It was like white, you know. He had some character to him. Like the original Pikachu was kind of based. Randito. What is with these fucking nicknames? This nigga has a shiny magma art. He has a seal named Else. Or is it LC? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you naming your Pokemon? Let me not judge you. All right. Go for that.
The crowd's excitement is building. This is round 4.
I mean, I think it's like a double. What's the way to say it? Yeah, I guess like a double-edged sword. I guess it's a double-edged sword, Levy, because it's like on one end, basically we have it to where anime is accepted as, you know, traditionally a lot of these series are, you know, for an adult audience or like a teenage to adult audience. Like they're gonna have cursing and stuff like that. I mean, now, if the anime is truly, like, for kids in Japan, it'll just stay that way. But they don't go around trying to, like, edit series and make shit something that it's not. So, I mean... Well, shit, I could just use Dig, right? Get fancy. But, yeah, it's just... I feel like it's a double-edged sword. But at the same time, like I said, if the series in Japan is meant to be for kids, if it gets, you know... exported over to America, it stays for kids. Like, it's not like they change it up or anything like that. But at the same time, something like Demon Slayer. Let's take Tokyo Revengers and Demon Slayer, for example. If this was the year 2000, 1999, 2000, 2001, and those anime came out and they were coming to America, you already know what would happen. Demon Slayer and fucking Tokyo Revengers would have Toonami dubs and they would be like edited and shit. I would say Tokyo Revengers would be way better off than like Demon Slayer because not that much crazy shit happens in Tokyo Revengers. Like they could really just edit out the cursing. And I mean, the violence is whatever, because Dragon Ball Z got away with a lot of shit back then. But the point that I'm trying to make is that if they tried to like redo those series, but like edit it for like TV back then, and especially for like teenage like kids back then, you'd have to change a lot of shit. Like Demon Slayer would definitely, like, I don't even know if they would even try Demon Slayer. I just imagine, because there's a lot of shit that happens. Like, there's a lot of gore in Demon Slayer. I don't know if they could really get away with any of that shit. Demon Slayer would probably be the hardest one. It's so popular in Japan. Like, I would imagine if this was like back then and they tried to like bring it over, it would just be too fucking hard. It would just be too hard for them to try to like edit that shit. I'm trying to think, like, Dragon Ball Z was pretty gory back in the day. Like, y'all don't even recognize or remember, but the original Dragon Ball Z anime itself was gory as fuck. Like, let's talk about, obviously y'all remember when Goku sacrifices himself and Piccolo uses the I'm not even gonna try to fucking say it. He uses the fucking, you know the move. I'm not gonna say. Should I say the dub special beam cannon? The fuck. He uses the fucking move and then fucking kills Goku and Raditz, and you could see his fucking chest is all fucking open and shit. But you know, nowadays, if they were to show that scene, they're not gonna show like the gory parts. They're just gonna show like maybe a little like bruise and maybe some blood, but they're not gonna like show the whole thing. But I remember the original Goku versus Raditz fight, Goku coughing up blood. Of course, like I said, the gory part. Then you got the Saiyan saga where fucking Tien lost an arm. That never really changes though, from what I remember. I mean, they faithful to that. But Tien lost an arm. Like, they all got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Piccolo's getting fucked up. Then the shit on Namek. There's a whole episode in the original Dragon Ball Z. There's a whole fucking episode where on Namek, Frieza is in his second form, or is it his third form? It's the form where he's got the long horns, but he's like swole up. I don't know what it's like right before his final form, I think. Not the one with the long ass fucking like head. the other one. The one that was like fucking up Vegeta before he turned into his final form. Anywho, that nigga, there was genuinely like a whole episode where he's just beating the shit out of Krillin. And he's torturing the nigga. And he's literally impaling. He impaled Krillin. Like, what happened was he fucking one of his horns stuck Krillin in the gut. And literally you see the blood and all that shit, and he's literally going like this, just like ramming the fucking his horn paws into Krillin's gut, and this nigga's just bleeding out. And it was like that. Like, let me not exaggerate and say it was a whole episode, but it was like at least a few minutes of like Krillin just literally fucking getting tortured here. Then of course the shit that he was doing to Vegeta, that shit was all extended in the original version. Like, bro, y'all don't even understand. Dragon Ball Z was like so much more brutal than what it actually like gets portrayed as nowadays. Like, it was savage back then. It was very savage. You like how Vegeta eventually got strong enough to survive his kamikaze? I mean, I still go back and watch the Tournament of Power every now and again just for the fact that it was, I mean, I'm not going to say the animation was the best, but obviously as far as Dragon Ball Z goes, it's like, you know, the best of the best right now. And I mean, I could say that I did like the Tournament of Power storyline. Like, I guess I don't have any real like complaints about it. Obviously, shit didn't get interesting until like the very end, but I mean, it's still the Goku show, and so I can't like sit here. Do I just use? Okay, so it's just like I understand that Goku has to kind of be on top, but ultimately 17 did have the wish. It's not like 17 didn't have access to the wish, but it's like. They always hold Vegeta. Wow, Kadabra, you've been tanking so far, bro. You really about to die to a horsey? I've been doing so good. Like, don't fuck up the perfect. it's gonna actually fuck up my run. But I don't know, man. Like, if all I'm asking is for Vegeta to maybe have like an arc or a movie, like something, a special, a one shot, like something, anything. Like, give me something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me something. Give me something. I wonder if I can get to Master Ball. Like, I feel like I don't think I could get to Master Ball, but I mean, I'm gonna try to get to I don't know. Like, that shit seems like a daunting task, though. Like, sometimes when I, like, say that I want to, like, do some shit, and I'm like, it seems a little much, Shiny Pidgey. Like, it's a little too much, but, I mean... well, I mean, shit. Psychic is like a damn cure-all. It fucking works on everything. There's no dark types in Gen 1, so you don't have to worry about getting fucked by Crunch or Bite. So wait, what is Bite in Gen 1? Just normal? Is Bite in Gen 1? Bite's in Gen 1. Bite's in fucking. The funniest thing about Super is how they gave Tien an episode in the tournament. And not only was the animation not good, it was so horribly written. Yo, what? Actually, you know what? That's what the fucking girl that was trying to trick him and Roshi, right? And then, oh yeah, that's fucking stupid. That shit was stupid. And then, and I know it's not canon, but then it's like in the Super Dragon Ball Heroes anime, then they gave Yamcha a chick who like looks similar to that chick, but she's blue instead of like normal color. Like, she literally looks just like her, except she's like blue. And like, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know. They're printing money, but I don't know what they're doing creatively. And then they literally just dipped out on us after Super. They were just like, peace. Like, what the fuck? How long has it been since Super's been over? It hasn't been that long, has it? But these niggas just, they bailed. Well, I mean, they didn't bail, but it's just like they finished the story and that was it. They gave us, you know, some movies, and what do you niggas want? You know? Toyotaro's continuing the anime or the manga, and you know, all good in the hood. Like, what else do y'all like possibly want at this point? I feel like greedy as a consumer or as a fan, because I always want more stories to be told, and it's like, it sucks because it's like when it's not the stories that you want to be told, and it's just like, shit's a drag. Shit's a drag. Ooh. Shiny Vulpix. Pixvol. Lovely Kiss. Yeah, use Lovely Kiss for the low. But yeah, just, I don't know. I'm very, like, speaking of, since we're talking about Dragon Ball Super, on the Naruto side of things, for anybody that fucks with Naruto, I'm very excited to see Toriyama's one shot on the fourth Hokage. So basically, for those who don't know, Kishimoto, or I don't even know if it was Kishimoto himself, but basically they did a Naruto poll around the world of all the favorite characters. They wanted to rank all the favorite characters from Naruto, and basically worldwide, the fourth Hokage ranked #1. And as a result of that, Kishimoto is now making a one-shot story based on the fourth Hokage. And last I checked, ooh, is that a shiny Bellsprout? It is. And last I checked, oh, you could use like Ice Punch. You don't even have, you could use Psychic, but you could use Ice Punch. Anyway, he said that he's almost done with it, but that it's taking more pages than he thought. So it's gonna be like, I'm greedy, bro. I'm hoping it's like a 30, 50 page. Sounds crazy, but 30 pages? Come on, Kishi. Like, don't give me an average chapter length. It's a one shot, so make that shit like lengthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just at this point, niggas be fiending for any type of like Naruto content Or, I mean, content of series that you enjoy in general. Once it's over, I mean, that's kind of pretty much it. So it's nice to get maybe side stories. Like, honestly, I don't necessarily need to get, like, stories on, like, the big characters themselves, but it's always, like, side characters that you're more fascinated with. Like, obviously, you want to know, like, how certain abilities came to be. Like, how did so-and-so develop this technique? Or what was the story behind this war that broke out, like in Naruto specifically, because there's a lot of like lore and stories that haven't been told. So what the fuck kind of rap move is that? What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay. Anyway, I'm just pretend I didn't see that. And you know, it's just curious to go and dig into the lore, bro. That is a weird rap move. It literally just comes right out of its little horn thing. Little jewel, little bead. That's fucking weird. And Jinx, you just kissed Smooching Girl? So she's rapped. So, wait, is this a fucking... Oh, no. This is like a... This is a glitch, I think. I don't think you're ever going to get out of the fucking rap attack. I think I remember this shit. This is a fucking glitch. I don't think I'm ever going to get out of the rap. Bro, no. And I got poisoned. You sneaky little bitch. I don't know, but had enough of this shit. What up, Mike? Gen 1 rap is a bitch, bro. It is.
The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1.
It's kind of crazy to have to try to revert back to like Gen 1 logic.
There it goes.
Says the nigga with the Sailor Moon profile picture. Mike, slap yourself on the back, nigga. What the fuck? Never forgive them for clowning out Yamcha and Boo. They said Boo was sleeping. He was on vacation. He was on vacation. That's the whole reason why he wasn't there, right? Is that what I'm supposed to believe? They had Boo get buffed up, bro. And then what happened? Oh, he's sleeping. He can't actually join a tournament of power. Sorry about that. Make a deal with the devil and you can have Frieza though. Like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, bro, for what it was, Frieza being introduced as the final, like, entrant wasn't, like, you know, the worst. Like, it wasn't the worst or anything, but it's like, nigga, who really, like, it just felt like a cop-out. Like, obviously, how the story ended with Frieza and 17 and Goku all teaming up to beat Jiren in the end, like, obviously, that made for a cool moment. But it's like... I don't know. I guess it was all right. They brought the nigga back for one day, deal with the devil to save the universe kind of thing. I guess. Like, what else would you have really, like, asked for creatively? Because, you know, what other route could they have really gone? Future Trunks, like, not his universe. So, I mean, I guess. Wait, I just realized Mike has a fucking Sailor Mercury. Sailor Mercury profile picture. You actually watch Sailor Moon, or you just like the profile pic, or just like Mercury, or what's the thing there? Bubble Beam. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that shit. I think I said Bubble Beam. I know it was a joke, buddy. I know it was a joke. I feel like you have to like laugh in order for people to understand. It's like when you're texting somebody. If you don't say LOL, how they know if you're serious or not? They thought you were serious. They didn't know you were laughing alongside with them. It was a joke.
The remaining
Everyone's joking. Hee hee ha ha. Hey, wait, this is Gen 1, so you don't have levitate. Niggas don't have abilities yet. Right? Right. Right. Oh, imagine that. Imagine that. Because you don't have levitate in Gen 1. Dog. Nah, that last fucking battle, I thought I was gonna blow it all up because of that damn Tentacruel rap. It fucking killed my Jinx. I'm not happy. I'm fucking not happy about that. Alright. Now I have to do this 1,000 more times just to be able to unlock the Mewtwo battle. So, buckle up. This is just like the beginning, unfortunately. You do watch Sailor Moon? Have you watched any of the more recent ones? Do you recommend any of the recent ones, or do you just recommend watching the original one? Now, if I remember correctly, the original one has been redubbed, and of course I can just watch it subbed. It's not a big deal. And I have seen like the quality on it. Like the quality is A1 on it nowadays. So I mean, I don't know. I grew up watching Sailor Moon as a kid. Like I didn't actually sit there and watch like a whole season. Like it wasn't like Dragon Ball where I was like sitting there fucking watching it every episode, but I remember it. I remember the dub, since we're going back and talking about like the early dubs for shows. That song was fire though. That Sailor Moon song was fucking fire. Why are all the names lowercase? The Metapod is shiny. Where is the VenoNet? I think you gotta see. It's funny how they had shinies in Gen 1 before they even like were a thing. It's like you don't know. You don't know what they had cooked up at Game Freak. You don't know what they were fucking thinking about. All we can do is speculate. You still on the OG? It's a solid show. I might have to I don't know. I might fuck around and rewatch some different shows. But definitely like the opening to Sailor Moon, Japanese and English. Perfect. It's the perfect example of conversion. If you actually wanted to localize an anime to English, that's kind of how you do it. Like, obviously, the edits, like, not talking about the edits, but the opening itself, it's literally the same in Japan. They just changed it and made it, like, you know, more of a pop jingle. But it's literally the same fucking song. If you play it, it's the same fucking song. The Japanese version is obviously, like, a traditional song. And the Sailor Moon intro is like, you know, these niggas trying to sell toys and shit. But ultimately, it's the same song. It kind of captures the same vibe. And that's really what you want when you're trying to localize something. Nowadays, we don't have to worry about that because whenever they bring an anime over to America, they leave all of that shit alone. As they should. That's what we wanted from the beginning. Like, I think the only people that really like dub openings and all that shit are people who grew up on them. Like nowadays, like it's just commonplace to keep the opening the way it was in the original language. Oh, the VenoNet is shiny. The Metapod was shiny too. But yeah, nowadays we don't even have to like worry about that. So, like I said, it's so cool how far things have gone because now it's like anime could just kind of be itself. Like the way that it is in Japan, that's how it is in America. Like they don't even try to like edit it or sugarcoat it anymore. They just treat it with the same respect that's given in, you know, Japan. And they try to market it as such. Like everybody knows what the deal is. It's anime. Like, and the thing is too, it's not like they like try to warn people away from it. Like kids fuck with it. Like everybody, like people fuck with it equally like they do in Japan too. So it's just cool to see. But in Japan though, they're a little more lax though. Like Demon Slayer is literally like little kids watch Demon Slayer. Like that's how advanced they are in Japan. Like little kids watch Demon Slayer. You don't believe me? Bro, go look up Japanese McDonald's commercials. They fucking sell Demon Slayer toys in the fucking Happy Meal. Okay? Like kids in Japan watch Demon Slayer. In America, they probably do too because they fucking play GTA and Call of Duty and all this other shit and cursing out people. But the point that I'm trying to make is like over there, like those kids are like Demon Slayer. I think that's just entertainment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not fucking screwballs. Like they're just normal kids that just watch people getting their heads cut off. I don't know, but I hope I win. Jeez Louise. Oh, Shiny Poliwhirl. The intros are fire. Now, I don't know if Sailor Moon got any intros past the first one. The first one's legendary, though. It's on Taiko, and I love it. Well, wait. Is it on Taiko? I think. Well, it's on Taiko. I just don't remember if it's on this recent one. Oh, fuck. Please don't fall asleep. You're going to fall asleep. Son of a bitch. Ooh. Cute. But yeah. Oh, man. I don't want to go into like a power ranking of intros because I'll just be here for a long time. I would have to categorize it in like anime shows, like the actual series. I can't just be like, oh, this series opening is better than this series opening. Nah, that's too broad. Ew, that muck is shiny, and it's fucking disgusting. It's definitely a muck, all right. But yeah, just I would have to do it by like series, but that's fun. Just trying to power rank different openings. And God forbid if the anime had endings. Like it's just not. I don't know. Oh, is Demon Slayer? Hold on, wait. So, okay, so, whoa, what the fuck? Shiny coughing? What the fuck? It's literally red. So, if we would have got the XYZ opening, like, left as is, Levy. Mwah. That's one thing that really does suck about localization, though. So, remember what I said about if the show is meant for kids in Japan, if they move it over to America, it'll be the same way. Well, that's the thing that sucks about the Pokemon anime. Like the dub, it stayed like that. Like they're cheapskates too. They want to use their own shit, which obviously it makes sense. They can cut corners like that. They don't have to use the Japanese stuff. But it's like, bro, so much like soul gets removed from the fucking show. Even if it's a kid's show, it like literally becomes totally homogenized when you use this like fucking generic ass background music, and it's just like it loses all. It just what the fuck? Might as well just be watching it on mute. Oh, she's showing him. Oh, shiny Unlee. Shit. But I mean, it would have been nice, but it kind of is what it is. You're starting to see why anime fans prefer subbed. So are you watching it dubbed right now, I'm guessing? So, okay, so Levy, about One Piece. What do you think is going to happen? Because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So, Law got destroyed by... Well, he didn't get destroyed. Well, no, he did. He got destroyed by Blackbeard. His ship is in ruins, and him and Bippo had to get the fuck up out of there before he was going to lose his Devil Fruit. So Blackbeard's taking out Law. Kid, as you saw, taken out by fucking Shanks. And Kid might actually be dead. We know Law is not dead, but Kid could actually be dead. I doubt it, because if Law survived, then Kid probably survived too. And then we got all the shit that's happening on Egghead with the Straw Hats, which we haven't even gotten back to them in a couple chapters. Like, then we have the whole situation with Kobe and Aokiji now fighting Garp. Like, there's a lot of shit happening. Then there's the shit that's happening in the latest chapters, and you know, again, if you don't want to get spoiled, you might want to close your ears. But then there's the shit about Buggy now wanting to be Pirate King and having new ambition. Then there's the shit about, you know, Cross Guild fucking around out there. It seems like the battle for the One Piece might be a free for all. Like, I'm very interested to see like where that story is going. I wish that, you know, they would kind of get back to the focus of what's happening on Egghead, though, because I feel like what's going to happen on Egghead is going to be huge, like some big shit. Then, of course, we finally hear from Sabo. Sabo's alive, guys. Sabo is alive, and he's going to tell Dragon and the Revolutionaries what happened, and it's going to be fantastic, I hope. But the thing is, man, I'm just so curious as to know like where the story is gonna go from here, because we still don't know if Kaido and Big Mom are dead. Like, they just kind of I honestly, when Oda does that shit and he just disappears and doesn't even really tell you like how, like, what happens to a character, what are you supposed to think? Like, what am I supposed to think, Oda? You haven't shown that character in some fucking chapters. Like, I'm gonna assume that they're fucking dead. Like, what do you want me to think at that point? What do you want me to believe? Even 4 Kids had the decency to keep the original soundtrack and make up for changing the openings and making it. I mean, okay, so that's one. Okay, so obviously I feel like the Pokemon anime was robbed of like a lot of shit, right? But at the same time, the 4 Kids era, they tried to make all of their openings their own. And so I grew up on the 4 Kids dub. So a lot of those 4 Kids openings I think are fire. You know what I'm saying? Would I have liked a more traditional Pokemon anime so that we could have grown up on some of those songs too? Like, think about it. America never even got the first opening, like localized in English or nothing. Like, we never even got that. That's fucking weird. Pokemon's been out for a long fucking time, and we never got a localized version of the very first opening. Not that it really needs one at this point, but it's just like, you know, it's just interesting to know like what life would have been like if we grew up on a more localized straight. Oh, this is a shiny Lurgrave. I should have probably used Dig on this nigga. Sounds weird. Pause. I watch all my anime sub except for My Hero and Indigo League. Okay. Yo, okay, look, don't do Kid like that, Levy. Kid, you know, and the thing that sucks too, I'm trying to remember this fact correctly. The week that the Kid chapter came out where he got, are we gonna say bodied? I mean, he just, you know, destroyed, eradicated, exterminated by Shanks. That week where that happened, where he was beat up by Shanks or whatever, the anime had a chapter where I think he like went on the offense against Kaido. Like, they're still fucking doing the Wano in the anime, but I think that week they had an episode where Kid was like doing something really cool. And it was just like ironic, like you let him do something cool here, but here he is getting fucking destroyed. So, yay.
The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided.
So, okay. How over or under? You think One Piece is over in the next 5 years, or you think it's less than that? Or you think it's more than that? I would say within the next 5. At the pace that we're going, I would say One Piece is definitely over within the next 5 years. Like, there's no way that it would go on beyond that, because there are, like, the way that it's just advancing so much. Like you said, it's turning into a final war at this point. Plus, like I said, there's still forces and organizations that we haven't even really seen moving yet. DV is out there. They keep showing different, like, perspectives. Oda keeps moving around and showing different shit. We still haven't even fucking got a face reveal for Emu-sama. Like, Aki Inu hasn't even fucking stepped foot in battle. Like, shit has not actually gotten real yet. Blackbeard hasn't he hasn't ran into Luffy again. It's been a long time since he's seen that nigga. Like, there's a lot of shit that hasn't happened yet. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I have no idea where they could really go with this shit. And it's exciting trying to figure out, like, where they could go with it. Like, where could they really fucking take this story? Because I feel like it would be kind of weird for it to like end in like a battle royal scenario where like everybody's all fighting at once and then you're just like rushing to the One Piece. Like it, I always thought the idea of like them sailing to an island where the One Piece is and discovering it like that. I mean, even if that is a little anticlimactic, it's like for there to be a free for all. That would imply that there's something like maybe more than one group discovers the final island or where Laugh Tale is, right? And they all rush to get there. And once they get there, they maybe see what the One Piece is or see where the One Piece could be. And so it's literally like a fucking battle royal until one person can reach it, which, I mean, if they're going to go that route, then I guess I could see the whole thing about Buggy now wanting to like possibly be Pirate King on his own type shit. Like I could see that because now it's not about who has the haki, who has the awakened abilities. It's more like who can be the best pirate. And that's kind of cool because, you know, Oda's taking power levels out of it. But I mean, I don't know. Speculating about One Piece is crazy because it's just one of those things where it's like you never know where you're going to go with it. And I know that a lot of people in the fandom like to speculate on what's going to happen with this character and where's the story going to go and who's going to join the crew. And it's like, nigga, we've been wrong a lot of times on a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different arcs. Y'all, I remember when niggas thought Carrot was going to join the Straw Hats and she gone. They dropped her ass off. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun to speculate. It is. But at the same time, you got to be realistic. I don't know. That Golduck just flopped. Oh, it's Seadra. So Levy, speaking of Pokemon, because I know you're a Pokemon fan, have you ever played Crystal Clear? Like, I'm playing it off and on, and like I said, I've been debating streaming it. Like, I just don't know if, damn, Kadabra about to die. I just don't know if I want to stream a Gen 2 game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be fun for me. I just don't know if that's fun to watch somebody play with Gen 2 graphics and all that stuff. Like, you got to remember, in 2023, people are graphics whores. People stick their nose up at this at 64 quality. So to be playing a Gen 2 game, I mean, Gen 2 has a certain aesthetic, a certain vibe, if you will. But I don't know if people want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to think optics. You have to think optics. But it's been fun playing through Crystal Clear and being able to play an open world. So for those who don't know, Crystal Clear is a hack of Pokemon Crystal. And it basically turns Pokemon Crystal into an open world game. By that, it literally lets you start the game anywhere in Kanto or Johto. It lets you fucking pick your own starter from a selection. And like I said, because you can start from anywhere, I mean, the option is up to you where, like, which gym leader you fight. And all of the gym leaders are fucking Gyarados. God damn. What the God damn it. And all of the gym battles are scaled to your ability. So basically, if you were to fight the 8th gym leader first, he would have a team or she would have a team. Oh, wow. I got lucky on that fucking shit. Wow. This is Gen 1. So this nigga's going to stay like that. Beautiful. So, yeah. So basically, if you were to fight, okay, so if you were to go to Kanto first, right? So it was Gen 2. If you go to Kanto and start, oh, wow, they're switching. Okay. I didn't expect that. But wait, oh, genius. You fucking played right into my hand. I used Psychic on Gyarados, but you switched out. But anyway, wow, that was crazy. Fucking AI threw me a curveball. I was not expecting that switch. But, and the cool thing is that now that I'm playing through Crystal Clear, you're able to give Pokemon different abilities. So, for example, Raichu, Raichu cannot learn Psychic in Gen 2 or in any gen naturally. But in Crystal Clear, there's a move tutor that can teach Raichu Psychic. And you can actually import these Pokemon over to Pokemon Stadium 2, and they're legal because I've done it already, and I've like just to check it out, and it's fucking legal. They're all legal. They're all legal. So basically, a Pokemon like Raichu knowing Psychic, the reason why they explain certain Pokemon having certain like moves is because remember Raichu has an Alolan form that's part Psychic, so that's why it has Psychic. You know, they didn't give the Alolan. Wow, Drill Peck really fucking killed Jinx. So that's why, you know, certain Pokemon have certain moves. But I just thought that was so cool because you're able to give them better movesets, and obviously you get to raise them. And so now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, all right, I'm going to go through Crystal Clear. I'm going to get all 16 badges, beat the Elite Four, beat the whole game. Then I'm going to move some of these Pokemon over, and I'm going to take on the Gym Leader Castle in Stadium 2. And it's going to be awesome because I won't have to deal with rentals. But it's crazy because even if you're not dealing with rentals, I could still have a hard time. But I feel like I should have a better time because these Pokemon will have their own customized movesets. I mean, bro, I forgot what let me check that shit real quick because I have this game on 2 different things. Gen 2 is the shit though, Mike. It's my favorite. You think there's 5 more years in One Piece? Vivi, I can't imagine what would possibly happen to her in the future. Her ass is not a fighter. She's not a fighter at all. And the thing with Vivi is that a lot of people were afraid that she was going to, like, die or some shit. I'm like, no, she's not going to die. That's why her dad is supposedly dead. Cobra. Or if Cobra's not dead, maybe he's in hiding. But I think that he